I used to play a lot of League of Legends. I would queue up with my buddies, and then next thing you know, it's 2 in the morning and I'm sitting there thinking, what am I doing with my life? Now I don't play a lot of League anymore, but it still holds a special place in my heart. And now that I've been doing a lot of cookbook reviews, it got me thinking, is there a League of Legends cookbook? Turns out, no, there is no Riot-approved official League of Legends cookbook, but if you do go on Amazon and look it up, there is a fan-made unofficial League of Legends cookbook. And as a big fan of the game, it made me curious to see what kind of recipes are in here. Timo tacos, kale juice, fiddlesticks, fish sticks, cho'gath, churros? Anyways, you get what I mean. I see a lot of cookbook potential in the world of League of Legends, so I ended up buying the cookbook. I opted to buy the digital version instead of the physical one because I didn't want to pay full price in case it was bad. And it's bad. So let's get right into it. This is the bootleg League of Legends cookbook. Meow, 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 meow. Okay, so let's jump right into it. Let's go into the first recipe. We have the multiplayer online battle arena caviar. Now this is a first because out of all of the cookbooks that I have, none of them made a recipe around the game's genre. That's like having the Fallout cookbook have a recipe called Action RPG, or the World of Warcraft cookbook having a recipe called MMORPG. So it's a very, very unique take. Why multiplayer online battle arena is caviar, I'm not sure. I didn't even know you had to make caviar. Like, I thought you just buy it in a bottle from the grocery store and you can eat it as is. But I guess this one expects you to get the caviar super fresh, like straight from the salmon. So it's a very interesting first recipe, but I do admire its commitment to freshness. Next one, Riot Games. I mean, you gotta shout out the creators, right? It would be insulting if they didn't make a recipe based on the company that made the games. This Riot Games recipe is a Great Knolls Texas beef rib. Is Riot even from Texas? Nope, it's West Los Angeles. So I'm not sure why this is a Texas beef rib. The recipe is very simple. If you look at the ingredients list, it's just beef chuck ribs, salt, and pepper. You just gotta keep it simple. The next recipe is Defense of the Ancients hot sausage and sweet pepper pizzas with almond pesto. I mean, this makes perfect sense because if you're gonna shout out the company, you also need to shout out the mod that inspired the game. And finally, we have a more complex recipe. It's more than just 3 ingredients. It's not just like meat, salt, and pepper. But I do appreciate how it just casually lists in the ingredients, best ever pizza dough. You know, just find yourself some basil, some olive oil, some sausages, and the best pizza dough in the world, and you got yourself the makings of a good pizza. Okay, so off to a great start so far. Let's see what the next recipe is. Warcraft 3 chicken chimichangas. Warcraft 3, a perfect fit for this cookbook. I mean, that's what really gave birth to the MOBA genre. Without Warcraft 3, there would be no League, so you gotta include it in the cookbook, right? And of course, when you're thinking of Warcraft 3, you're thinking of chicken chimichangas, because for those of you who don't know, Warcraft 3 led to the game World of Warcraft. In that game, there is a player named Leroy Jenkins, and in that game, he says, at least I have chicken. So, Warcraft 3, chicken chimichangas, perfect. Let's look at the ingredients. 3.5 cups cooked shredded chicken breasts. There's an asterisk there, but I don't see an asterisk anywhere else on the page. So the cookbook is telling you there's something to be concerned about these chicken breasts, but I'm not telling you what it is. The rest of the ingredients look pretty good. The recipe steps look fairly simple, but watch out for that chicken. Next one. Free-to-play Caesar salad. Now, why is free-to-play Caesar salad? Well, it's because Caesar salad, Julius Caesar, government, democracy, free-to-play. Next recipe. The Microsoft Windows double cheeseburger. Because you can't play League without a computer. And when you're playing League on the computer, chances are you're playing it on Microsoft Windows. I like how they use cheeseburger to represent Windows because it's a well-known fact that the Windows logo is actually inspired by hamburgers. You have the red for the tomatoes, the green lettuce, yellow cheese, the blue. So I'm glad that they have a recipe to honor the operating system that you're playing the game on. But joke's on them because you can also play this on a Mac. But actually, joke's on you because there is a Mac recipe. The Mac OS Langosh. Get it? Because Mac OS Langosh. Mac OS, Langos, they both have an OS at the end. Now, I've never had a Langosh and I've never heard of a Langosh. I had to do a quick Google search, but anybody from Hungary or a fan of Hungarian food, let me know if this recipe actually looks good, because it's not fair for me to judge. I've never had it. So we'll leave that one for you to review in the comments, and I'm gonna skip to the next one. Player versus player, candies, brisket, burnt ends. I'm assuming that means candied brisket, burnt ends. I mean, I have the Street Fighter cookbook, I have the Overwatch cookbook. They're both player versus player, and I just couldn't believe that they didn't have a player versus player recipe. Now, finally, I can make some player versus player at home. Next one, earning gold. That's another important factor of the game. These are earning gold wattle seed jam cockles, and as you can see from the picture, I mean, it looks almost exactly like the gold model from the League of Legends game. Now, I've never had wattle seed jam cockles before, but I was assuming that wattle seed is an herb, but here in the ingredients list, I don't see wattle seed, so maybe these are just jam cockles? Actually, where's the jam? These are just cockles. Moving on to the next recipe, which is Summoner's Rift California Pizza. I'm not sure about this one. I think the Riot Games recipe should have been the California pizza, because Riot is from California. No, but you know what? No, this is actually pretty good, because now that I'm thinking about it, if you look at the Summoner's Rift map and you squint really hard, you can see that it does look like a California pizza. So I take it back. This is the perfect recipe for Summoner's Rift. I've always wondered why every time I play on that map, I always crave pizza. Let's move on to the next recipe. Mortal Kombat Dragon Burger. Dota, I can see why it's here. Warcraft 3, I can defend. I don't understand how Mortal Kombat can tie with League of Legends. I really don't. I'm sorry, this recipe I cannot defend, but I will give it credit, because if you look at the Mortal Kombat logo, the dragon kind of looks like a chicken, and then it's on fire, so it's spicy chicken, and then there's a ring around the dragon, and it kind of looks like a round bun. So spicy chicken burger, yeah, that's a good fit for Mortal Kombat. I'll give it that. Moving on, the Nexus cheese egg rolls. I guess it's because, you know, when you think about it, the Nexus is something that brings people together. At the end of the game, everyone, whether friends or foe, are gathered around the Nexus and sharing a moment together. And then these cheese egg rolls are gonna do the same thing, because they're that damn good. At the end of the night, you and your friends, you're all gonna be picking away at the cheese egg rolls, because I can't do this. At this point, I'm starting to give up on this cookbook, and I can tell that this cookbook is starting to give up on me. I mean, look at the recipe steps. How to make a thick egg batter, prepare the rolls, pan fry the rolls. It's simple, you idiot. All right, next one. Character designs key lime pie. Now, I was waiting for there to be a recipe that's based on an actual League of Legends character, but why focus on one character when you can do a recipe about all of the characters, particularly the character designs? Efficient. Next up, 8 million concurrent players hollow oak nest eggs. This one's pretty simple. You just need bread, oil, eggs, salt, and pepper. I think there's a bit of miscommunication here. I think this dish is supposed to look like this, but whoever's providing the graphics for this book just did a quick Google image search, and then they figured, you know, it's probably this. So word of warning, if you do decide to do this recipe, your bread with eggs are probably not going to look like Easter decoration. Next one, digital collectible card game, lime glazed ham. What does that even mean? This is not a digital collectible card game. I mean, I haven't played in a while, and I don't know what crazy kind of DLCs they've rolled out, but maybe they were writing the Hearthstone cookbook at the same time, and then this just got lost in the shuffle. Or unless there's been some crazy game updates that I haven't been aware of. And last but not the least, the last recipe, largest esport pumpkin cornucopia. Ingredients, 1 pie pumpkin, carrots, onions, garlic, squash. So this is supposed to be like one of those filled pumpkins where you cut it open and then you mix it with stuff and then you stuff it back and put it in the oven. Again, with the images here, they just got lazy. They're just like, just grab some pumpkins and stack them together. Pumpkin cornucopia. That's it. So yeah, that is the bootleg League of Legends cookbook. So in this channel, as you guys know, I like to keep everything positive. I like to find the good in everything because food is very subjective, right? Everyone's got different tastes. But this... ooh, this is rough. I know that making a cookbook is hard, but this is like zero effort stuff. I mean, anybody can make a better cookbook than this. Here's what I think happened. I think somebody scripted a bot and told that bot, go to the League of Legends wiki page and create me a cookbook based on all the keywords that you can see in this page. The silver lining to this is that the cookbook authors out there who are working so hard to make cookbooks like these, don't worry, you will not be replaced. You're not going to be a victim of automation anytime soon. Again, this is a real product and it's something that you can actually find on Amazon. I put the link in the description just so you can see that it's real, but please don't go there and bombard them with negative reviews. I really just made this video because I thought it was interesting and funny and just wanted to share a laugh with y'all. So yeah, I hope you guys found this interesting, and as always, happy gaming, happy eating.